Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ryan, and today we are back. We're doing a review for week. We're doing review for week one, a preview for week one, I should say. And this is my first video in a couple of days because I've had after school basketball stuff to do for getting ready for the season coming up, and I've not had much time because of that. So I'm sorry I'm getting out shorts, but this should be my video, and I should be able to get it out today, which today's Tuesday. So if I can get out today. And let's just jump into this because last week was a great week for college football, in my opinion. A lot of close games. A lot of fun watching. I couldn't do a review over it, and that's my bad. I just didn't use my time wisely. But I'll make sure I get one out this week. I mean, technically the following week. But let's get into this. First up, Thursday, you got a game. Florida versus Utah. It's at Utah. Last year, Utah and Florida had a great game. Went on to the wire. Anthony Richardson made some big plays, put his name on the map, and Cam Rising threw a big pick late, close to a goal line, and Florida won by 3 in the Swamp. This doesn't look good for Florida though this year, and it kind of looked, and I'll do a full-on video about this, but when I recheck my notes when it comes to Florida, I mentioned that they had a pretty good run game, but they lack skill positions at receivers. I'm pretty sure that was one of the main things I looked at, and also their quarterback play is just going to be step back, if anything. And Anthony Richardson was very inefficient, but this is possibly even worse. Graham Mertz, I've talked since the year before he even started. He sucks. He came from Wisconsin. They were not great with him. They didn't pass the ball, and he threw a lot of interceptions. So for a team that doesn't pass the ball, what are you doing? I think Utah will dominate this one, especially at Utah. I think there's going to be revenge from last year. I got Utah winning this 35-14. It's not going to be close. And also, some of these games I'll just go over really quick, my predictions on. This one, I'll kind of do that. Nebraska versus Minnesota. I'm pretty sure also Thursday. This is also a pretty big game for Nebraska. First game of Matt Rule. Is at Minnesota. It's not a guaranteed win for any one of these teams. So this is going to be a good battle. But I got Minnesota coming out in this top. Probably 30-20. That's my goal. I think some teams will score, but not great defenses. But the climate, Minnesota, going to be pretty cold. So I think this team's going to use that to their advantage. And I'm going to go real quick with this stuff. East Carolina versus Michigan. Again, a lot of these teams are in the top 25. I will probably have on this list. So, yeah. I got Michigan winning 54-6. Tennessee versus Virginia in Nashville. Let's see how this Tennessee team does. I am excited for that. I might do my own preview about this. 7-52. I got Tennessee annihilating Virginia. Then this one I'll kind of stop and talk about for a little bit more. TCU versus Colorado. It's at TCU, and I'm ready. I'm ready for this game. This is going to be fun to watch. Hopefully Deion Sanders is okay. I saw that he had to amputate 2 toes to actually be able to coach. That is insane. He said it was charcoal black. That is very black. So hopefully he is okay enough to coach this game. But this TCU team is coming off a national title appearance. And I know they lost a couple guys that are important, but they also filled them in very well, the transfer portal. I think their defense is going to be solid. I got TCU winning this one, 31-13. Opening day for both these teams, so hopefully everything goes well with them. And then next up, Ohio State at Indiana. Interesting to see who's going to be starting for Ohio State. Probably going to be Kyle McCord. And I don't think they came out the full starter yet. I think it's still a good quarterback battle going on. And it's genuinely a quarterback battle between, I think, 2 5-stars. But Ohio State versus Indiana. They're traveling to Indiana. This game might be kind of close, but I think Ohio State will pull away, definitely. I got Ohio State winning this 37-17. Might be close at half, then they just take off. Next up, Boise State versus Washington. At Washington, I got Washington winning this one 34-21. That's not a big surprise. I think Washington is going to be very good this year. Next, then following that, Georgia versus UT Martin. Georgia got a super easy schedule, didn't they? Super easy schedule. And as a Tennessee fan, I do not like that. I do not like that at all, but hopefully we're undefeated when we played them. I got Georgia making a statement if they already don't. I haven't already made enough statements from the start. 62-0. I don't think UT Martin gets on the board. And then USC versus Nevada at USC. I got this being 65-20. This defense might not be great for USC, but their offense is. So that'll win them a lot of these type of games. MTSU at Alabama. Got to figure out the quarterback play. Their defense has shown signs of weakness, like letting Tennessee go for 52. That is a lot of points. But this Bama team, let's see how they figure each other out. This will be a good week to tell who's going to be their quarterback. Before going to have to play Texas. You're at home still, but going to play Texas is not a fun thing to have to do. I got Alabama beating MTSU 54-13. Going to be probably a blowout, pound the ball type of game, but they might get on the board a little bit. So hopefully that happens. Next up, Penn State versus West Virginia. JT Daniels is not the quarterback. I think he transferred for the 4th time. That is ridiculous. And because of that, I think Penn State's going to make a good statement this game. Not a dominant win, but a win, a good win. I got them at home beating West Virginia 35-17. It's a good win. This is when things start to get interesting. I love this now. This game's going to be played in Carolina Panther Stadium. UNC, North Carolina versus South Carolina. I had this game being super close. I was debating back and forth who I think is going to win this one. I was doing my predictions for these teams. And it's super close. But I got the edge going to South Carolina. I think it's going to be a very close game. And I think Drake May is going to do good. I think Spencer Rattler can do good. Only problem I have with Spencer Rattler is that he makes a lot of costly mistakes at times. But Drake May is their whole offense. So, South Carolina can somewhat control him. They've shown burst of being very explosive offensively, like against Tennessee. And if that continues, it's going to be very good. And it's just like, Tennessee's a bad defense. Well, it did pretty good against Notre Dame. They're not a bad defense. And it did pretty good against Clemson. That's definitely not a bad defense. So it's like, this team shows to be pretty good, especially offensively. I got South Carolina winning this one 31-27. I'm going to save the main one for last. You got Clemson versus Duke on Monday, on Labor Day. What are you going to do on Labor Day? You probably have the day off. But I have the day off, at least. I'm at school. But you got Clemson versus Duke in the meantime. This game could be close. I think Riley Leonard is getting a lot of praise. This Duke team does not look half bad. Could be a test for Clemson, but I think Clemson's going to be able to hold on. I like Clemson in this one, 28-17. I think Cade Klubnik's going to be solid, and their defense will get good time stops. This is the main one, though, of the whole thing. LSU versus Florida State at Hard Rock Stadium, I'm pretty sure. I might have to check that one. I'll make sure that's the right spot. If not, I'll put up the actual one. It's going to be a good game no matter what. I think when they play each other, they're not going to have Mason Smith. LSU will not, because of a little thing that he had happen. There's a little one-game suspension because I think I had an unfair advantage at one point with something. I don't know fully. NCAA is weird. But this is looking very close. This game is going to be a lot closer than I thought. But one thing that they learned throughout the year is that Harold Perkins is a phenomenal defensive player that can chase down your quarterback, and I think they're going to do that with Jordan Travis. And I think LSU's running game will be pretty good. I like Jaden Daniels, and because of this stuff, I think their weapon's going to be good. I'll go more in depth on this stuff in another video, but I think LSU will get this win. I got them winning this one 30-24. And I'm just excited for this week mainly. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Last year was a great game between Florida State and LSU, and I think they'll have another good one this year. So yeah. Leave down in the comments what you feel about this. Those are some of the games that I thought were pretty important to cover. Some high-ranked teams. I made sure to get all top 10 teams in here. So yeah. Hope you all have a great day. Stay safe, y'all. Put it down in the comments what you feel about this stuff or whatever you want. Hit the like button if you like this type of stuff. Subscribe. Hopefully we get 100. My goal is to get 100 subscribers before the year ends. I would love that, and I appreciate all of y'all who already have done that. But if not, hit the subscribe button. It helps out the channel and everything. So yeah, hope you all have a great day. Stay safe, y'all, and God bless y'all.